Assalamu alaikum and welcome to today's class. And today we are going to solve the question paper of class test 1. As you can see in the section 1, you had one creative question to answer, and there were no option. So in this creative question, uh, if we look, number A, it is the subtraction of algebraic expression, and in the number B, it is the multiplication of two algebraic expression, and in the number C, it is the division of two algebraic expression. So in the first question, you are asked to subtract A from B. So if we solve this first question, we have to subtract an expression that is given here, A from B. Okay, so subtraction of A from V is V minus A. So I have checked your answer paper, and in some papers, yeah, what you have done, A minus B, but it is totally wrong because you are asked to subtract A from B. So the subtraction sign will be here and A will be here. You have to subtract A from B. Okay, so the subtraction or the minus sign will be with A. Okay, so it is not A minus B. If you are said to subtract B from A, then it is A minus B. If you are said to subtract X from Y, so it is Y minus X. Okay, so I hope you all got this. Okay, so first of all, I have to put the value of C, and here is given it is 9x square minus 12x plus 16. Okay, it is V, and A is 3x plus 4. Okay, so first of all, I have to remove the brackets that are given here. So if we remove these brackets, so this will be like this: 9x square minus 12x plus 16, and it is plus 3x, and this is the minus sign out of the bracket. So you have to change the sign of all the terms enclosed by the bracket. Okay, so it is plus and it will be minus, because plus and minus will be minus, and plus and minus will be also minus 4. So to subtract terms from terms, first of all, you have to select the similar terms. So it is 9x square, and there are no terms related to x square. So there are no similar terms with 9x square. So you have to just put this without performing any operation like addition, subtraction. Okay, then you have minus 12x here, you have minus 12x here, and you have minus 3x here. So they are similar terms, and you have to sum up these two. And if you sum up these two, this will be minus minus will be minus, and 12 and 3 will be 15x. Okay, and 16 minus 4 will be plus 12. As you I hope you all know why it is plus 12, because plus sign, the number having the plus sign is bigger than the number having minus sign. So it will be plus 12. Okay, so it is the answer, because you cannot simplify this expression anymore. So it is the answer. Okay, and in the number B, you are said find the product of A and B. You have to multiply A and B. What is the product? What is the product of A and B? Product is basically the result of the multiplication of A and B. Okay. So if I wanna find the product, I have to multiply A and B. Okay. So in the question B, product of A and B will be the multiplication of product of A and B is A cross B. So what is A here? It is 3x plus 4. 3x plus 4. And what is b here? It is 9x square minus 12x plus 16. Okay, now I have to multiply these two expression. Okay, so according to the method of multiplication, here we have to use the distributive law. That means we have to distribute this term with all of these terms. Okay, so you have to first write 3x and you have to multiply 3x with all the terms of the second expression. So it is 9x square minus 12x plus 16. Okay, then again you have to distribute this also with the uh, second expression, and if you wanna distribute this, then you have to write 4 into 9x square minus 12x plus 16. Up you all got this. So how to separate these two expression? By distributive law. Okay, we have to use distributive law. Okay, and now again, if you want to distribute this with these three terms to perform multiplication, you have to first multiply this by this by this, then this by this, then this by this term. Okay, you have to multiply 3 times, okay, for these three terms. So if I multiply 3x with the first term, then it will be 3x into 9x square and minus it is 3x into 12x and plus 3x into 16. Okay, I hope you all got this, how to multiply this term with this all the three terms. Okay, and then you have to multiply this 4 with all of the terms of this expression. And if you multiply 4 by 9x square, it will be 9x square and minus 4 into 12x and 4 into 16. Okay, then you have to multiply by the exponential law. You have to multiply number and number, and you have to add the exponent of the same base. And these 3 and 9 will be 27, and x to the power 1 and 2 will be x cube by exponential law. Okay, then 3 and 12 will be 36, and x will be x square, plus 3 and 16 will be 48, and x have to write here, then 4 and 9 will be 36 x square, then minus 4 and 12 will be 48 x, then 4 and 16 will be, I think it is 50, 54, no, 62, I think 64. Okay, so if I sum up the similar terms, it is 27x cube, and there are no similar terms related to x cube, so I have to write 27x cube. I cannot do anything with this. Okay, then it is minus 36x square and it is plus 36x square. If you sum up these two, you can cancel these two as they are similar and they have different signs. Okay, and you can also cancel this as they are similar term having different sign. Okay, then you have to write 64 as there are no numbers to add or to sum up with 64, so you can write 64. Okay, so you can write this 64 and it is the answer. You cannot simplify anymore. Okay, it is basically the product of a and b. Okay, so the first question was a subtraction of two algebraic expression, and the second question was about the multiplication of two algebraic expression, and in the third question you were asked to divide uh, to divide an algebraic expression by another algebraic expression. And in the now we're gonna solve number C, and I have to take this in another page. Okay, so now we will solve number C. Okay, it is not from the problems of the exercise of book, but it is a similar problem. Okay, so if I want to divide C by B, what is C here? It is number C, division of C by V. It's basically like this. C divides V. Okay, so we can write this by this way, C over V. And what is C here? It is 81x to the power 4 plus 144x square and 256 over 9x square minus 12x plus 16. Okay, so you have to go to division method to solve this. Okay, there are many methods to perform division here, but we have to solve this by division method that I have discussed in the class. Okay, so I have to, it is the dividend and it is the divisor. Okay, so I have to, first of all, I have to write the divisor here. It is 9x square minus 12x plus 16, and it is the dividend here, 81x to the power 4 plus 144x square and 256. Okay, now what was the technique to divide this by this? First of all, we have to look this one. We have to make 81x to the power 4. So what to write here to make x to the power 4? If you write 9x square here, and this 9x square and this 9x square have to multiply. And if you multiply these two, then it will be 81x to the power 4. But you cannot multiply a single term. Okay, you have to multiply all the terms of the divisor. Okay, so if you multiply 9x square with minus 12x, and it will be minus, I think it will be minus 12 into 9. So 12 into 9, what is the value? 12 into, I'm using this calculator to skip the multiplication. 12 into 9, it is 108. So it is 108 x cube. So I have to write this, out of these terms. Okay, it is 108 x cube. Okay, because here are no similar term related to x cube. Okay, so again you have to multiply this by this, and it will be 9 times 16 will be 144, and it will be plus 144 x square, and you have similar term related to 144 x square, and it is 144 x square. And then you have to subtract, you have to change the sign, it is plus, and you have to change this to minus, and you have to change this to minus, you have to change this to plus. Okay, if we subtract this, it will be 108 x cube and 256. Okay, now we have to make 108 x cube. So we have 9x square here. So how to make 108 x cube? Just you have to put here plus 12x. Okay, and if you multiply plus 12x by 9x square, it will be 108 x cube. And you cannot multiply with single term. You have to multiply all the terms. So plus 12x and minus 12x, it will be plus 12 and minus 12, 12, 12, 1, 1, 4, 4x square, and plus 16 and 12x will be 192x. Okay, and if we again multiply this, if we change the sign, it is minus, it is plus, and it is minus, and you can cancel these two as they are similar and they have uh, opposite sign. Then you can write plus 144x square and minus 192x and plus 256. Then how to make 144x square? Just you need to take 16 here. So I'm using the same color, 16 here. Then 16 into 9x square, it is for 144x square. It is 144x square. And 16 times minus 12x, it is minus 192x. And 16 times 16, it is 256. And all the terms are similar, so you can cancel this and this. You can also cancel this and this, and you can also cancel this and this. So the remainder is 0. If the remainder is 0, then the answer will be this. This is the answer here. Okay, and you need to write the answer. Answer is 9x square plus 12x plus 16. Okay, it is the question of the division of C by B. Okay, so it is basically it is the answer. Then we can solve the short question. Write the distributive and associative law of multiplication. So I have discussed 4 basic laws that are used to multiply or to divide. Okay, so these 4 laws are commutative law, associative law, exponential law, and distributive law. So what is the distributive law? If I solve number 1, distributive law. Distributive law means A multiplied by B will be equal to, distributive law means M multiplied by A plus B will be equals to MA plus MB. That means you have to distribute this M with these two terms. These two terms you have to distribute M first of all for A and the last of all for B. Okay, 2 times for 2 terms. And if you have 3 terms here, then you have to multiply M. You have to distribute M among the 3 terms. Okay, so it is the distributive law. And what was the associative law? Associative law. Associative law is A cross B cross C equals to A cross B cross C. That means when you are multiplying, when you are multiplying 3 numbers like A, B, and C, the product of the last 2 number. Okay, I'm saying again, the multiplication, the last 2 numbers and the multiplication of first number will be equal to the multiplication of first 2 number and the multiplication of the last number. So it is the associative law. Okay, so you are getting to if you write these 2 basic formula. And number 2, what is the product of this and this? So the product of this and this will be the multiplication, the result of the multiplication of this and this. So if you multiply these two, it is A square. I am using another color here to understand. AB plus B square, and you need to multiply it by A square minus AB plus B square. Okay, so if you multiply this, first of all you have to multiply this with this expression. Okay, so it is basically A square into A square minus AB plus B square, and the second expression, it is AB have to be multiplied by this expression, the second expression, A square minus AB plus B square, and B square with the second expression, A square minus AB plus B square. Now, if you multiply these with these 3 terms, it will be A power 4 minus A cube B plus A square B square. And if you multiply these two, it will be A cube B. If you multiply this, and it will be minus A square B square and plus A B cube plus A square B square minus A B cube and plus B power 4. Okay, then you can simplify all the terms, you can sum up all the terms, and first of all you have to justify whether some of the terms I can cancel here. So I can cancel this and this, and this and this, and also this and this. So I'm remaining only a to the power 4 plus b to the power 4, and it is the answer of this multiplication. I hope all of you got this. Okay. Oh, wait. Another terms here. It is plus a square b square plus a square b square, and it is the answer. Okay. And the third question is show that, oh, and the multiplication problem. I hope you can solve this. So I'm taking this in this page, and it is all about show that. So left side, I have to take the left side to show the right side. Okay. So the left side is basically a plus 1, a minus 1, a square plus 1. Okay. So if you want to multiply this three expression, you have to multiply. First of all, you have to multiply two expression. Okay. After multiplying two expressions, it will convert it into one expression. Then you can multiply this expression with this remaining expression. Okay. So first of all, I have to multiply these two expression. So I'm closing this into brackets. Okay. So if I multiply this, how to multiply? I have to multiply a by a minus 1 and plus 1 by a minus 1. You have to multiply with a with a minus 1 and 1 with a minus 1. Okay. And the remaining term is a square plus 1. And if you multiply this, it will be a square minus a plus a minus 1 and a square plus 1. Okay, and you can cancel these two. It will be a square minus 1, a square plus 1. Now you can multiply these two. So in the same process, you can multiply these two terms. First of all, you have to multiply a square with a square plus 1 and minus 1 with a square plus 1. Okay, and if you multiply these two, okay, I'm writing here. If you multiply these two, you have to multiply first of all a square by a square and a square by 1. So a square by a square, it will be a to the power 4, and a square by 1, it will be a square. Then 1 and a square will be minus a square, and minus 1 and plus 1 will be minus 1. So you can cancel these two, and it will be a over 4 minus 1. So it is the right side that are given here. So it is the solution of number 3. I hope you all got this. Okay. And then we can solve number 4. Okay, if x minus x square is divided by x minus 1, what will be the question? So the question will be the result of this division. Okay, division of x square minus 1 by x minus 1. So basically in the number 4, we have to divide x square minus 1. We have to divide x square minus 1 by x minus 1. So it is the divisor and it is the dividend. Okay, so if we solve this, first of all, we have to make x square here. First of all, you have to make x square. Okay, so what to write here to make x square? You have to write an x. Okay, so if you write x here, then x and x will be x square, and then you have to multiply this by 1 minus 1, and it will be minus x. And if you multiply these two, you can cancel this and this because they're similar and opposite sign. And you can change this sign as you are subtracting this. So it is x and minus 1. So what to write here to make x minus 1? Just you need to write plus 1. If you multiply this plus 1 with this term, and 1 by x will be x, 1 by minus 1, it will be minus 1, and it is the 0. So it proceeds the remainder 0. So we can say if the remainder is 0, then it is the quotient or it is the answer of this division. So the question is basically, write this answer, the question is x plus 1 of this division. Okay, so we have solved number 3 and number 4. Now we are focusing on the last question, and you some of you complained that it was a wrong question, but unfortunately it was not given wrong. It is right, just you have to use some tricky things to solve this. Okay, so first of all, in the division, uh, I explained it in class. Okay, so in our lecture, I explained it that when you are performing division, you have to arrange the expression into the descending of their powers. Okay, so if I solve this, it is the divisor, so I will write this descending of the power of x. So what is the highest power? It is x squared, so I will write this in the first, then plus 4x plus 11. It is the dividend, and if I arrange this descending of the power, then it will be 2x to the power 4 minus 48x plus 110. Okay, so as usual, the way you were using to divide, what was the way? You have to make, first of all, you have to make 2x to the power 4. So what to write here to make x to the power 4? You have to write 2x square. Then it is, if I multiply this by this, it will be 2x to the power 4. This by this, it will be plus 8x cube. There are no terms related to x cube. That's why I write out of these three terms. Okay. And this will be plus 22x square. Okay. Then I have to multiply, and this will be minus, this will be minus, this will be minus. If I multiply this, yeah, you can cancel these two. And also you can write minus 8x cube because it is the highest power term here. So then minus 22x square and minus 48x. Okay, and then minus plus 110. Okay, these two terms are here and these two terms are here. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, then I have to make minus 8x cube. So I have to write minus 8 here and also x. If I multiply minus 8x and this, it will be minus 8x cube. And if I multiply this by this, it will be minus 32x square. If I multiply this by this, it will be minus 88x. Now I have to multiply the second expression from this expression. Okay, if I need to multiply, I have to change the sign. It is plus, and it is plus. And if I subtract one by one from the first term to first term, and I can cancel these two. Also, it will be plus 10x square, 10x square, and this will be, I think, 40 plus 40x and plus 110. So what to write here to make 10x square? You need 10. Okay, so if you multiply this by this, it will be 10x square, and this by this, it will be 40x, and this by this, it will be 110. Done. And as all the terms are similar, then you can cancel all the terms. Okay, this by this, this by this, this by this, and the remainder is 0. And this is the answer. And you complained that it was a wrong question, but unfortunately, it is not a wrong question. It is a right question, was given in your paper, and you have to solve by following this way. Okay, so this is the answer. This is basically, it is the answer of this division, and it is the question. Okay, So I hope you all got and you all got all of the questions. Okay, so I think you have understood all the question. I hope following, I hope watching my video, you can solve your problem where you have made mistake. You can easily detect. Okay, so goodbye for today. See you in the next class or in the next video. Thank you, everyone.